All right, we're here with BBB Sharing. I'm Evie Kira-George, Director of Ignite, and with me I have Dr. Heather.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you for being here and for taking the time to talk to me. So tell everyone why you're here today.
So today I had the opportunity to speak with the whole group, and we really focused on some team building activity that really centered on the culture that used to be part of the BBB and what culture everyone wants to work in today and moving forward. And so we did that and came out with a lot of great ideas on how the organization itself can change what they're doing as it relates to being more open and receptive to customers and members, collaborating more effectively, having clearer communication,
Yep.
things like that.
I do agree. We learned a lot of things today, and we had a lot of fun doing it. There were a lot of holes that I didn't realize were here because I'm fairly new, but it was a great just area to talk and really fill in those gaps and realize what we need to work on as a team.
Right.
What did you learn about us?
I learned that you guys a lot of you have been around this organization for a lot of years, so there's a lot of knowledge, interdepartmental and also just about the benefits and what you offer. And so all that knowledge is a huge asset.
Yeah.
It really is.
And a lot of the people that have been here for so long, they truly love working for the Better Business Bureau.
Right. I mean, a lot of you all had the same themes as it relates to, well, we're a great place to work. We enjoy each other. Yeah, we've got some things to work on just like every other organization. But we have a really strong foundation.
Yeah. I tell Barry all the time, I worked for Cisco Foods prior to this and a company called Pansophic Learning. Very different dynamic from here. The communication is not as easy. There was constant frustration. And here it was like a breath of fresh air. Really, it was total 180 from where I've worked before.
Yes.
What is a common theme that you see in some of the other companies and organizations that you visited?
So I really see themes of lack of holding employees accountable. And I think sometimes it's easier for them, or they seem to think it's easier for them just to let things slide, or I'll do it myself, or it's too much. Would I have everything else on my plate? So lack of personal accountability is one. Also, communication, that is a challenge in just about any organization. Whether you think you over-communicate or you under-communicate, maybe it's just not the right information, or it's not being shared consistently, or it's being shared with one person, you're making the assumption that it's being communicated on down the ladder, or it's just the lack of transparency as well. People want to know what's going on in the why. Not a lot of people just say, we're going to do this. They don't share the why behind it. So you don't get that sense of ownership that is needed for people to own what they're doing.
That's funny because I've realized there were a lot of times in the past when I would say, well, why are we making these changes and why are we doing this? And it was never clear. It was just something that we were doing. And so everybody had to learn how to use the new CRM or, get accustomed to calling in or messaging this person instead of doing that. And it would get really frustrating because I'd be like, well, now you're just adding more work on my plate.
Right.
And more time during my day that I'm wasting trying to learn this and not knowing why we're doing it when the old way wasn't really broken to begin with.
Maybe we just need to tweak something. We don't need to change it all.
Yep.
And that's a lot of challenges that people are like, it's always change. And innovation and change is good, but not just for the sake of it. There has to be reasoning behind it.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I really love here is I can actually talk to Barry. If I don't understand something about what's going on, or if he wasn't very clear in my mind about what he wanted, I'll run back into his office and be like, okay, I know I said, yes, I understand, but I have a few more questions about things.
Right. Now that I'm actually kind of getting into it,
Yeah.
now I have questions.
Yes.
Because you think you understand, but then when you start actually applying,
Yep.
digging deep into it. And it's nice that not everybody has that feeling of confidence to go talk to their boss.
He makes it easy.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. Yeah, because you don't know this about me, but I had written a book. It was based on my dissertation and life experiences as an employee in another organization where I just don't believe anybody should work for a jerk boss.
Yep.
It is the worst. I mean, people leave companies because of their boss. They cannot stand working for them anymore, depending on whatever it is. It's they're playing favorites. They are not sharing information, whatever the reason. And so I wrote this book called Magnetic Trust, How Great Leaders Keep Top Performers and Get Extraordinary Results.
Is it on Amazon?
It's on Amazon.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's also, you can get it on my website too. But because that will just kill. It'll create that toxic environment. No one wants to work there. You're not going to invite your friends to work there because they're like, oh no.
Yeah.
And typically, employees are the best referral sources.
Yep.
Especially, these days.
Yeah, that's one of the things that Barry actually mentioned when I first started here. He's like, employees, not just consumers, can go to bbb.org and they can see other employee complaints or praises about how great it is working for another business. And I was like, man, I wish I would have known that before.
Yes. I would have applied there.
I never would have applied to that place. And that's one of the things that I love about how easy it is to communicate with him. He is very transparent. And I think people get butthurt about how blunt people can be. I grew up with people that are very blunt. I mean, that happens in a Greek family. But I think that's part of something that needs to be in team building too. Is, don't take everything so personally and seriously. Just take the advice, because that's what it is. It's advice to help you grow. Deal with how it's making you feel, and then implement it.
And if it's making you feel not the way you want to, then you have to kind of question, why am I feeling this way?
Yep.
Maybe I'm misinterpreting.
Yeah, misinterpreting, or maybe you don't agree with the company values anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I had to face the music a couple times. Yeah. But you live and you learn.
You do. It's a growth. It's all a growth path. And, we learn from our mistakes, and we know what not to do. We know what kind of bosses we like to work for. We're not going to seek out a boss that is a micromanager or is direct to the extent where it's just rude and insensitive. Being direct is fine if it's communicating that clear message.
I loved that you came in today to talk to us, because had it been on a Zoom call or a Teams meeting, I would have checked out. Being here and interacting with you and with everybody together, it was a lot of fun, and it really helped us grow in a way. I don't think it's clicked in for everyone yet, but it has really helped us grow and start making the right changes.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, especially the drawing.
I know. It's fun because the activities are non-threatening. It's really a chance to be creative and really think about what it is you want, especially within the culture of the BBB.
Yeah. I was really surprised when you said we were the most positive you had seen. Usually it's a lot more negative, the first drawing.
It is. Find out people are identifying all the attributes that make the place a terrible place to work.
Yeah. And I think in looking back at it, it is a domino effect, so it can lead to bad things in our team, but it could be a lot worse. And we are actively working on those things. I think, Barry is a great boss, and he helps us. He really is the foundation to helping us grow.
Right. And he has a passion for the people and the customers.
Yeah, he's great. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yep. Everyone, thank you for listening in. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram, Ignite Sparked by BBB, Central Virginia. LinkedIn, BBB Serving Central Virginia, and make sure to look out for our topic events that are coming up soon. Thank you.
Thank you.